Hey everybody, what's going on? KSA Kris here, Real Estate Blitz. I'm actually out on the road today. I got a couple appointments I got to make. I always try to meet up with other real estate agents once a week, and I also have another appointment at the escrow company, which is good, right? So I keep seeing these posts pop up. I saw it again this morning when I was getting ready, and it was in Tom Ferry, and it talked about this real estate agent, young agent, is asking, if I'm selling properties, do I need a really nice car? If I want to sell luxury, do I need to get a luxury car in order to sell? So, this is a question that I've been asked quite a few times, especially when people see the cars that I drive. They start asking, should I get an Audi S4? Should I get a nice this, a nice that? Should I get a Cadillac? And I think it's a fantastic question. So this is what I was told. I asked the same question to my mentor when we first started in the business, and this is the way he put it to me. He says, okay, so you show up to an appointment to list a house, and another agent shows up to an appointment to list a house. You have a nice, clean car, just a clean car. It's used. It's probably not luxury. It's just a clean car. And then your competition shows up in a Mercedes or pulls up in a whatever, a Maybach. I actually have a friend of mine, they pulled up in a Maybach the other night. So does the car help? Sure, the car helps. But at the end of the day, the person that's going to pick the agent that they're going to sell their house with, they're going to buy into you, and they're going to buy into your company. They're going to buy into those two things. The car helps, but you don't need a nice luxury car in order to sell real estate. And I think a lot of people get confused on that. So as I'm reading through this thing that this lady had posted up in the Tom Ferry group, I feel like she was getting bad information and bad data. The people that were on there were like, oh, you absolutely need to go out and get this new car. And what they're telling her is, in order for you to survive in this business, you need to go out and go into debt. And I think that's garbage. The first car that I was driving around, and I had a Jeep that wasn't, it was clean. It was a clean Jeep. It wasn't anything special. It wasn't a luxury car or anything like that. And I was doing anywhere from 8 to 12 appointments, listings per month. So, to me, people were buying me. They were buying the services that we were providing and how we were going to take care of them, service them to get their home sold. Now, of course, as I've progressed in the business, I've gotten nicer cars, but the car isn't what establishes if you're going to get a deal or not get a deal. So every time I hear that question, especially for newer agents, I think it's bad information for older agents that have been in the business to say you absolutely need to go out and get this type of car. I think it's garbage. So examples. I'll start with David Serpa. David Serpa sells probably 20 to 40 homes per month. David Serpa drives around in a used minivan. Okay? David Serpa doesn't need a luxury car to sell homes. I'll give you another example. Adam, a buddy of mine. Adam is killing it. He's probably doing 10 deals a month on his own. He just recently got a new car because he's been doing 10 deals a month on his own consistently for a year. And that's in the San Diego market. So that's good cash. But until then, he was driving around in this beat up Subaru, and I think his bumper was even duct tape with black duct tape. So did he need a new car or a luxury car in order to sell real estate? The answer is no. The answer is it's you. People are buying you. They aren't buying your car. Don't go into debt just so you can have this car, because if you're thinking that's the magic pill, well, if I have this car, then I'll sell more real estate. That's garbage. That is garbage, garbage, garbage. It's bad input. And anybody that's telling you different, this is something that I've also learned. People that are at a different level than where you're at, it's easy for them to say, yeah, you absolutely need this, because they've already kind of gotten to where they are. So I don't buy that. That's almost like going and asking for some pointers from a professional bodybuilder on how you can get your biceps bigger. What he's going to tell you is not probably what you need to hear, because he's at a different level. He's doing something completely different. Now, when you get some money, yeah, it absolutely helps, especially with luxury property. Look, I was selling luxury property, again, pulling up in that same Jeep. Now, this is what I say. Your car, even if it's used, even if it's old, even if it's a little beat up, just keep it clean. Keep it clean. Have a clean car. But I would pull up and I was selling $1 million plus properties in my busted Jeep. It doesn't matter. Now, as I've made money over the years, I drive nicer cars now. I'm in my, I don't know if you'd see, you probably see my kid seats too, but I'm in my, this is my Audi S4, and yeah, it's nice when I pull up to an appointment in my Audi, because if I'm selling a luxury property, it helps. But again, a nice car helps, it does not get you the deal. So if you're hung up on if you should go into debt and spend money to buy a nice car so you can sell more real estate, to me, your mindset's wrong. It is not about the car, it's about you. What you should do is take that money, put it into lead generation. Take that money and put it into getting your scripts right. Take that money and put it into creating products that you can hand. Because here's the truth. People do not believe what they hear. They believe what they read. And if that wasn't true, think about this. You go in, you're like, oh, well, how much is that suit jacket right there? And the salesman is like, well, it's $100. You're like, oh, $100. What do? You walk over and you look at it. You look at the tag and you're like, oh, it is $100. You didn't believe what he said. He just told you what it was. So again, put that money into the products and put it into you. Invest in you first. The more you invest in you and your products and actually closing more deals and refining how you talk and what you say, the sooner you can actually get a nice car so you can have a little extra. All right, that's all I got today. Want to do a quick one while I was out on the road, and I'll talk to you all later. Have a good one.